Hi, my name is San, and this is Phil. We're from TIBCO Software. We're introducing an innovative platform called TIBCO Engage. Platform helps merchants and banks monetize their customer base as a social network. They do this by treating customers as fans. Customer becomes fans when they get that velvet rope VIP treatment of a fan zone. People out there who's been to a basketball game or NBA game will know what a fan zone treatment is like, right? But this fan zone treatment cannot come from just one or two merchants. It's got to come across an ecosystem as a whole, as a personalized journey. So we're going to demonstrate today how TIBCO Engage powers a bank's existing mobile wallet app. Every bank has one today. So now, how TIBCO Engage powers that with fan zone management capabilities for both merchants and customers. Right, so here we have a bank's mobile wallet app. And I see Phil has already turned on the location proximity on the merchant app, which allows TIBCO Engage to match my personal preferences and my journey I've taken as a customer with the nearby merchants and suggest a top scoring match to my phone, which now I see that there's fresh pastries at a certain YSL cafe. So I select that. The first thing we notice here is how TIBCO Engage promotes suggestions with full awareness of the merchant's perishable inventory. Now, this perishable inventory is an interesting concept because when you have offers and there's nothing, that's the last thing you want as a customer to experience. So now I know only 5 of these yummy macaroons are left. And this perishable inventory view is extended beyond just the product catalog. It also includes a merchant's day-to-day operational inventory, such as the number of tables that are available at a certain merchant outlet. So here, TIBCO Engage is suggesting to me that certain table number 48 is made available. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to head to the menu. And here again, TIBCO Engage is suggesting to me products which the merchant's promoting, but with view of the perishable inventory of that merchant in mind, and also matches my preference of my past purchases. So here I can say, okay, I'm going to take the cheesecake truffle, and I'm going to take apple pie bars, and I'm going to place my order. And straight away, I'm going to head to make payment. And here I can see that, okay, there's a few methods for me to make payment. I'm going to leverage on the loyalty points I've earned on TIBCO Engage. Right? And I'm going to proceed and authorize the payment and complete it. So here I'm being invited by TIBCO Engage to join the fan zone, right, where I get 100 points waiting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and check into the fan zone. Once I'm in the fan zone, I have access to my personalized and tailored journey where TIBCO Engage predicts my next few moves. And it matches with the inventory-based promotions from these merchants. The important takeaway here is, unlike traditional promotions that rely heavily on discounts and freebies, with TIBCO Engage, the merchants do not bleed any value, right? So how are we going to do this, how this magic is made possible? Phil's going to demonstrate from the merchant's perspective. Phil, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Sam. So the bank provides a platform that allows the merchants to monetize their fan zone. As well as powering the mobile app, Engage provides analytics and real-time campaign management for the ecosystem. So I'm going to use Engage as a merchant to understand my customers' spending patterns and place an offer that's relevant to my customers and clears some inventory. So let's look at the merchant's view. The merchant's provided with a familiar social type experience where they can engage in conversations with their business partners, view analysis from the bank, and see what offers are available. So let's look at how the merchant would use that. So if we go into the analysis, we can see that the merchant is provided with a summary view. And banks have a lot of data, but the merchant doesn't. So the data for this is powered by the bank, allowing the merchant to leverage that in a simple and easy-to-use way. So on the left-hand side, we can see the sales data for the day. So we can see that there's a lot of sales happening, and there's good depth of sales data. So it's likely that I'll be able to clear my inventory. So if I look at the right-hand side, this is where I can see on the x-axis what inventory I want to clear, and on the y-axis, what's going to drive people to go to that after a spend. So I want to put out a campaign to someone who's spending in one of these categories. So if I look at my campaign, I want to sell some stock from the Bugis Junction. Oops, sorry. This afternoon, which is 2 till 4, and I'm very interested in clearing pastries. So here I can see there's a high correlation between pastries and people that are in card shops or in another category. So I'll go back to my wall, and from my wall, I can see that there's a suggestion from Engage to put out an offer. So if I go into that, go into the Engage platform, I get to my campaign dashboard. I can see here the status of the offers that are live and for review. I can see which offers are performing well, and I can also see which new members have signed up and have joined my fan zone. So I'm going to go and take a look at the offer that the platform has suggested. So here I can see my live running offers plus some offers that have been suggested. So I'm going to go into one of those offers and just look at customizing it. Now, because Engage knows about what the merchant's done in the past and what spending patterns are there, it's able to pre-fill this. So I can see that the qualification award, i.e. who this goes out to, which customers it's targeted, and the scheduling rules have already been filled in for me. So all I may want to do is really just go in and change where that location is. So I've got, I'm happy with my offer. I'm just going to go in and change where that's targeting. So if I go into my geolocation, I can look at my mall that I'm interested in sending out offers to. And I can look at the radius perhaps and make it slightly larger so I attract more customers. Okay, so hopefully in that short demo you've seen that the Engage platform provides the merchant with a very simple to use interface using language that's familiar with them to be able to make offers in real time.
Thanks, Phil. So we've just seen how TIBCO Engage helps merchants and banks monetize their customer interactions across the ecosystem. It's a win-win arrangement. Merchants win because they can now leverage on what their bank knows about their customers and their perishable inventory levels to make their engagement that much more interesting. Well, I think this is what TIBCO calls turning customers into fans. So thank you. Do look for us at the booth.